Hi Pisces, and welcome to your monthly energy reading and messages. There are going to be many messages today that will resonate. It could be in the individual cards as we go through different questions, trying to find the guidance, the answers, the prediction, or it could be all of them. So just be open. Do not try to make it fit. Let it resonate naturally. But let's get started, Pisces. Okay. First off, challenge you may face in September. And one other thing, sorry, that I didn't mention was this may be something that you are currently going through. The energy could come in, or the situation around mid-month or the end of the month, and could go over the next couple of months even for you, okay? So now we can get started with challenge you may face. We have spark. And it's a 7. There's really, I've noticed so far, because I've done the first half, okay, Virgo through to Aquarius, and there's been a lot of talk about choices. And, you know, you have the 7 cups to choose from, okay? So I feel like that's even coming up here a little bit with this 7, but this is a challenge you may face. So spark with the 8 of challenges, or the 8 of swords. So what I want to say for you, Pisces, is you may have a challenge this month, or starting this month, or a situation or energy coming in that is going to be holding back, because I feel creative for you, okay? Pisces can be a very creative, talented sign. And what I want to say is I feel like your creative spark, or a spark for something, is being muted, is being held back. And when we see here with the 8 of challenges, it's because maybe right now you're overthinking things, you're up in your head, you're not able to see things clearly, and it's kind of dimming that spark, or that creative spark that you normally have. So that may be a challenge that's going to be in and around you, or an energy this month coming. I guess I'm doing this in August, right? What positive energy can you embrace, or what may bring you joy? So we have fire spirit with energy. All right, so we're bringing in the fire. We're bringing in that passion. We're bringing in the new ideas, right? The inspiration and creativity with the Hermit. What I want to say here is, you may be a bit up in your head, maybe you're indecisive, there's too much going on, and that's what's holding your creative spark back. But they're saying any time that you are feeling, because, you know, it's not going to be all this head and hands all the time, right? So when you feel that little bit of fire come in, that passion, that inspiration, grab a hold of it. All right, that's a message for some of you. For others of you, maybe this is a time to get clear, and they want you to go within. They want you to go in and discover, what is it that I'm really passionate about? What is it that I'm inspired by? What is it that I could use to inspire others? So when you feel those little, I'm going to call them little pockets of positivity or joy coming in, embrace them, even if you have to take a moment and really think about it, okay? Just try to clear up the overthinking, all right? And maybe for some of you, you're just going through a stage where you're not feeling as creative, and you may have to do this. Spend a little time with yourself, grab a hold of that fiery energy to bring it back, to get it started again. A negative or shadow energy to work on. This has come up, I swear, in the same spot now for 3. This is the 3rd sign. I can't remember the other 2. I should write that stuff down, but I don't. Sorry. Beginnings. Having a hard time beginning. And here we have 5 of spells, or 5 of wands. I feel for some of you that the shadow energy you work on needs to be embracing that new beginning. And maybe back here, I'm just going to say with this spark, like I said, maybe you've had a bit of a down couple months, a down month where you're just not as creative. Your creative juices aren't flowing as normal and easily as they normally would, right? And you know you want to start something new or start creating something new. And it literally could be about anything. Maybe it's a new spiritual practice, a new religion. Maybe it's something creative in your life. Maybe it's just a hobby. Like I said, it will be different for everyone. But you're really struggling. It feels like there's just these little impish or pain in the butt, I call them, always with the 5 of spells, thoughts that are keeping you kind of back here like this. And that's what's keeping you from your new beginning or starting fresh. So I want to say that's the shadow energy you need to work on. And I kind of feel like this middle is how you're going to do it. What you need to make room for, renewing your life. Look at him throwing the box of clutter over the side of the mountain or the hill. Radiant vitality is filling my life. Yeah, maybe this for you is getting rid of all that old clutter, all those old thoughts and beliefs that hold you back. Maybe it's time to make room for imagination, right? Let your imagination run wild. What card comes with that? Oh, the white, what is it? The white heart or the Fool card. Yeah, it's time for a new beginning. You got to let all these little impish thoughts, these little, we'll call them, devils sitting on your shoulder, feeding you negative thoughts and negative words. You need to rid yourself of that to get you out of this stage. Start embracing, like, she's in her power right here with her fire, okay? So embrace that, because it is time. They want you to make room for a new start. Literally make room by decluttering. And that doesn't have to be literal stuff. It can just be, like I said, decluttering the thoughts, your old belief systems, how you even think of yourself and your creativity, right? What you need to avoid. Inspiration and Holy One. So what I've been finding is they're not telling you to avoid inspiration. No, they want you to find it again. Let's see what tarot comes out with it. The Wise Woman or the High Priestess. Because it's you, Pisces, and we have all of this up in your head and all of this creative energy and new start and going within and doing some soul searching or whatever it is, what they want you to avoid is going in there and staying in there. Because we know sometimes for Pisces, or 12th house energy, you can tend to get in there and get in your imagination and get into your dreams and, in behind the veil, so to speak. And you might like to escape there because it's somewhere pleasant for you. Okay? Or in some cases, you might get yourself back there and it gets you in this state, right? Because it is escapism and you're trying to avoid something. So that's what they want you to avoid, whether it's good or bad, getting into that, dreamy, ethereal place of either where it's comfortable or where you go because it's uncomfortable and staying there. That's what they want you to avoid with, right? The High Priestess, that's all-knowing, being able to see behind the veil, really intuitive and definitely in divine energy. They want you to embrace that part, but leave behind or avoid the wishful thinking and staying stuck in it. Because if you stay there, you never go out and do, right? It's always just dream after dream after dream. It's what people could even call pipe dreams. So last cards here. What opportunity should you seize or grab a hold of? Distant thunder, clear the air. I like that because we're talking about, see how they're kind of all up in the air? This is a very airy energy, right? Because it's swords. We're talking about clearing. They want you to clear that out. So any opportunity you have to grab a hold of this fire energy, you do it. And we also have the Three of Boons. Even ask other people for help. Maybe go to someone for help, because Three of Pentacles usually depicts people going to someone for advice that may know how to do something really well, or working together. So you may need help on that, and don't be afraid or shy to ask. The other thing that I think that you should grab a hold of here, when I see that lightning, we know that sometimes the best things happen after a storm. Okay, literally, or in the sense of after a tower moment, after a big storm, after, you know, shit has hit the fan. Usually it's when things turn around and things become better, because I want to say a lot of power in a thunderstorm. You may want to grab a hold of that, ride through the storm, and come out, you know, energy ablazing here to get yourself back on track creatively in your life. So Pisces, let's get 2 last oracle cards. I like this message for you. There's some hard work, right? Getting yourself out of these 2 energies. Keeping yourself from being in daydreaming land for too long, okay? Because we want to have that daydreaming, but put it into action, all right? That's what you're going to be making room for. Let's see what else we have. And remember, sometimes it's best to grab that energy, and it's electrical energy too. Generosity. Sow the seeds of kindness. So again, it's cause and effect. It's what we like to call karma, although I don't think that's the proper definition, but it is, you know, what you put out is what you get back. If you're out and about and you're being a jerk to people, then that's the kind of treatment you'll get back. If you're out and about and you're being generous and kind and compassionate and caring and empathetic towards people and sympathetic towards people, you will get that good energy back. So be generous. Patience. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. So just a message of slow and steady will win the race here, Pisces. You know, there may be some work that needs to be done to get rid of these thoughts that you feed yourself, these little imps, the devilish thoughts, the negativity that's keeping you all, you know, up in your head and feeling trapped, right? Have patience with yourself, be kind to yourself, and know that slow and steady will win the race here, okay? So that is your message for the month, Pisces. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please throw me a like, a share, a subscribe. That would be awesome, and I will see you in the next reading.